did not smell mothballs.
Then you're
Probably good practice not to go around sniffing balls.
Welcome to the Backpost Podcast, in partnership with
U3.
powered by the 8-Bit Nation. And now, your hosts, Shade, Bacon, and the owner of the league, Pitch.
What's going on, 8-Bit and U3 people? The playoffs have started. They've done things. We've done some stuff in the playoffs. So we're going to talk about that on this week's episode of the Backpost Podcast. Guys, how are you doing?
Eagles had a great draft.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, it was pretty good. They took the cornerback I wanted us to trade up and get.
We got Quinyon Mitchell and what's the other guy's name? DeJean.
Yeah, the Great White Hope.
Yes, sir.
It's true. Shade, are you happy with the Jags draft?
I'm okay with the first pick, and then after that, very questionable.
And we bring Jeremiah Trotter's son back to Philly. That's pretty cool too.
That is cool for Philly.
Oh yeah, well, we're getting what's his name, Jarvis Landry
Getting
at
juice.
rookie minicamp. So,
Juice.
I said he was old earlier, and he's 4 years younger than me.
He's old for a receiver.
It fucking killed me, man.
Like Shade, you're still young, but you're not.
I felt like he was so much older though, and then like it popped up that he was only 31. I'm like, damn, what's that say about me?
Yeah,
I still see myself as a child.
That sucks.
It's wild.
Imagine.
But I mean, that means we'll have adding him. That's 4 LSU Tigers new to the Jags minicamp. So
let's go.
Go
LSU.
You guys are doing that. We did the whole Georgia Bulldog thing for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. LSU and Georgia. Fuck you, Ben. Fuck you, Linux.
Just fuck Alabama, really.
Yeah, true. Anyways.
Welcome back to the week's review, where we dive deep into the latest news and highlights from the competitive world of
U3.
Yeah. So yeah, we had the draft. So that's how our week has gone. Just worried about our teams drafting.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we also saw some really good games over the leftover from week 14 and the playoffs that we've seen. So we'll go into the week 14 leftovers a little bit just because some people care about the meaningless picks thing that we do.
Yeah, let's we'll start from the bottom there on that list. Atlantic City handled business to wrap up their season, going 3-1 over Fayetteville, and this put Fayetteville in a not so. Well, no, this eliminated them from the playoffs. That was the last game of the week.
Yeah, this was winning in for them.
Get them out of there.
So definitely felt for a couple of them guys. Icy's a homie, but it is what it is. We needed to secure our seeding, and then we had Death Valley also 3-2 Memphis, and this was an interesting. It was not the score line we would have expected from that series, but handled business nonetheless. And the penultimate matchup of our prediction series came down to Omaha and RLC. I had RLC, Pitch had Omaha, and fucking Smurfy lets me down. Not that he was on the pitch, but he's the man at the top. Omaha,
and then a king was crowned.
Omaha,
king of the Backpost Podcast, baby.
Enjoy predictions, because this is the last time we're doing them.
Whoa!
Omaha 3-1 to RLC to secure the 6th seed in the playoffs. And that's how the regular season ended. It was a really good Sunday's worth of games. So they were excited.
Sure was.
Yeah, I stayed up way too late for that.
Yes, you did.
Not a fan of it, but whatever.
Yeah, was that Omaha game at like 9:30, 10?
Way too late for me.
Yeah, it got pushed to 10.
Yeah.
Or the Atlantic City game got pushed to Or wait, I might be.
No, yeah, I think you guys were last.
Yeah, we were 10.
Yes, we were 10 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah, because I was really annoyed about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I knew we were gonna win. I could have just went to bed.
You could have.
Silly me.
I mean, it's not like you're really part of the team.
Wow.
We're just gonna enjoy this awkward silence for a second.
Okay, we fixed the problem. Playoffs. Playoffs started, and it's the Bacon and Shade cast now. So
Let's bring.
he doesn't even have the powers to unmute himself or undeafen. I'm gonna undeafen him so he knows what's happening. I'll undeafen him so he knows what's happening, but he does not have the power to unmute himself. Crazy. Welcome back.
Come on,
Pitch.
come on.
Come on.
I was just joking.
We'll dive into the playoffs right now. We had some crazy matchups. They were down to the wire, weren't they, guys?
Not a single bit.
Not a single one.
Yeah.
Really kind of a chalk line here, huh?
Yeah, I was waiting for the intro, and this week was a doozy. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was all blowouts.
Yeah, it is.
For the most part.
Something.
Yeah.
Well, some series were close, but ended in a blowout series score.
Sure. The first series, Ottawa and Columbus, ended 4-2. But this was, I think, an unfortunate decision by the manager of Columbus because it was 3-2. They were trading off games, and they benched Corvus in Game 6. I don't know.
Yeah, I was lost by that.
And with which, no disrespect to anybody, but Ottawa teed off on that and closed out the series. It was a close first 4 games. Ottawa handled business in the 5th game. They won, I think, 5-0. And I don't know if that's what made Nate Dogg just say, okay, well, it's done. Let's put the sub in. I don't know. Questionable decision there, but yeah, that one wrapped up 4-2. Atlantic City and Palm Beach was a 4-0 sweep, but it was a close series. Every game was close. Atlantic City never trailed at all in that series, but they didn't blow them away either. So, continued with the trend of closeness there. And then everything fell off the rails.
Well, some teams won a game.
Well, yeah, like 4 teams. It is a matter of perspective. 4 teams think it went the way it should have.
There is one shocking game on there. That's, I mean, not shocking in the result, but shocking in.
Shocking.
Well, not shocking in like the result, but like shocking on how bad the result was. I guess I should say.
Well, let's get down there. Let's see which one Pitch is thinking. The next game, Monterey and RLC. RLC, Smurfy performed better in Week 14 as a team manager, maybe the playoffs would have went different. But Monterey came out and slammed them 4-1.
Sleepy Sharks woke up.
And I don't think that was the surprise from Pitch. But maybe this next one, Jacksonville and Rutland. Very highly contested match in the East, 4 versus 5. But Jacksonville took it 4-1.
Wasn't the shocking one.
Not the shocking one. And that one shouldn't have been. There were plenty of overtime games.
Right.
That was a very close 4-1 series as well. It's going to be this next one. Memphis over Phoenix, 4-1.
Now look, during like the last couple of weeks, I mean, I've talked about how kind of high I thought about Memphis. So yeah, I mean, winning the series, I mean, isn't too shocking, but 4-1, jeez.
I mean, when you only have one good player on your team, it's going to be hard to win the playoffs,
Ouch.
Yeah, well, DK's a blue chip.
Exactly.
Oh God!
Fuck you, doggo. Love you. Yeah, that one definitely got me.
I mean, it dicked me on my picks, so yeah.
It dicked everyone. That is the only. We'll touch on that for a quick second.
Yeah.
That is the series where only one person picked Memphis.
Was it someone on Memphis?
No, it was Anomaly.
Oh, wow.
Everything else had some variances. Like Jay picked Columbus to beat Ottawa. He lost that. Everyone had Atlantic City. That was the only clean sweep there.
A pick'em sweep. Let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, that one, the Memphis beating Phoenix, hurt everybody.
I had Phoenix winning it all.
Well, that really hurt you then, huh?
Yes. That shot me down the drain.
Half of the submissions had Phoenix in the finals. So yeah, that's people's brackets are busted. But yeah, certainly a shocker. Not the way that Doggo and them would have wanted the season to end, but you move on.
What a ride for the Phoenix team, though. What they start like 4-0, lost a couple, got back up, clinched the 4 seed, and then
Really a pretty mid team all season, you know.
I mean, they're in the West. Almost everything over there is mid.
yeah, true.
I get it.
You want to throw out a reminder real quick?
Huh?
You want to throw a reminder and an at real quick?
Oh yeah, reminder at Red Guy, East greater than West. Suck it.
Cool.
The final game actually surprised me a little bit about how one-sided it truly was. Death Valley
I'm not surprised by it by one bit.
Death Valley with the 4-0 sweep over Omaha. The 4-0 doesn't even surprise me. It's just watching the games. I question if the players for Omaha even have thumbs. It was not. They could not do anything against Death Valley.
The key there was that I warmed Death Valley up, so they were ready for anything.
No, Bacon, I'm with you though. I thought the same thing. I thought it'd be a little bit closer of a series. I know they had they were leading 2-0 in game 3 and then just blew it.
This is another team that I'm not shocked.
I think game 4 was a Brazil. So
one good player. When you have that one top going to the playoffs, it's not gonna. I mean, yeah.
That is really kind of showing here. I mean, it's looking like the 3 better. I mean, I don't know. More.
You got to have a well-rounded team for playoffs, time, man.
Right. So,
like, no offense to how I'm saying that to these other teams that lost. I'm just saying you have that one dominant, and then you have like good players, but that's not well-rounded as these teams that are winning.
Sure. And I have a little recency bias on Omaha. I do think Louis has started to look more of the part alongside Akaza. It's just the wheels fell off on this one. Nothing looked like it clicked. Akaza didn't even look like what we've seen all season. And Death Valley thoroughly handled business.
It looks scary. That looks scary. I'd watch out in the West.
Yeah, it's probably going to be them and Aces in the finals. So,
yeah, new prediction. Can we get a new bracket thing, please?
Yeah, mine got crumbled up. I lost it.
Y'all all broken. No,
my dog ate mine.
Yeah,
bro.
Listen, we're going to make new picks on the round later. We got it.
Okay, cool.
Now we're gonna make the weekly picks as well.
Yeah,
right?
we make new weeklies each time. Fuck a bracket.
Yeah. Right on.
But yeah, that's the review, man.
All right, cool.
It was a good week of playoffs, though. I enjoyed watching everything, and
that's gonna do it for the back post. But no,
I like best of 7s, so I like the
big fan
of this is the last time you're seeing one of these teams.
Like early night best of 7s.
Oh yeah, them 10 o'clock best of 7s. Shade is not a viewer.
No,
that's a lot.
Phone turned off.
I usually I'll run out to my computer. I'll put it on the computer so we at least have the viewer, and then I go to bed.
Listen, so far though, I mean, spoiler, not going into too much detail. The scheduling for round 2, not too bad of times.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, no. I think only one more needs to be scheduled, right?
Yeah, I believe so. So, and I don't think we have anything after 10 yet. So,
let's go, League, hooking me up. All right, so that's our weekend review. Do you guys want to go into any of that stuff?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, well, then shoot it out there, bro. Give us your player of the week.
Absolutely. So, my player of the week for... Well, we're just going to do the playoffs because I already did one for 14 here. That's my player of the week is going to be Koa. And there's a little bias there, but Jay in this series was not able to do what he wanted to do against Palm Beach. It didn't work with their play style, so it required somebody else to take over the offensive effort and the proper rotations on defense, and I think Koa stepped up really well for that. Watching the VOD back kind of showed that from the the caster perspective, and he did his job as the 2 on the team. Step up when your 1 can't do it, and he delivered. So big shout out to Koa.
Biased.
Yeah,
way biased because it's obviously Code.
There's only so many teams in the playoffs, so sorry about it.
Yeah, but it was definitely Code.
Yeah.
Code got robbed.
Yeah, whatever.
Hashtag it.
Yeah, if you agree with that, pop it in general or banter. We're here.
It's only Bacon's pick. It's not like it means too
At
much.
me if you want.
Yeah, you can't even win the league picks or whatever,
Fuck on.
These are correct, yeah? No?
Yep.
No. Yeah.
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 All right. We're going in to the spotlights. Everyone's favorite thing. We get to talk about an eliminated team and one that's not eliminated. The eliminated team is Rutland with the manager Liam or Frosty. What's he go by?
Liam.
No?
Yeah.
Just Liam. They have a blue chip of Busy RL roster. They have Nels and Conceptor. They don't have a current record on here because they're eliminated in the first round of the playoffs.
Yes. Yet again, another eliminated team on the spotlight. But I was hopeful that Rutland was going to be able to pull through Jacksonville, and they did not. Jacksonville very much looked the part on paper.
Cracking
on
on
the
top.
pitch. And, I mean, they look scary. So just further proves East over West. But, quite a bit of moves this season for Liam. I do think he finally landed on what was his proper team. A lot of good things coming out of Busy, Nels, and Conceptor when Conceptor could be there. I know there were some scheduling issues. There were scheduling issues in this game. That game was actually almost a forfeit, if anybody was watching the Twitch at the time. 15-minute timer, Huntu gave 3 extra minutes. And as Huntu typed that into Twitch chat, Nels heard from Conceptor. So Conceptor was
such a sweetheart.
That was, yes, and that's, yeah, he was, Huntu was a real homie for making sure that game could happen, and then proceeded to catch the dub. So ultimately good for them. But, Liam's first season as manager, just getting to know different players and play styles, this and that. Making it to the playoffs, good. Coming out of the East especially, that's how competitive it was at the end. But their ultimate downfall came to defense, and I think that's something we've talked about on the podcast a little bit throughout the season, that the question on Rutland was defense. Busy can find a lot of different ways to score, but if you can't stop the other team, then what?
You gotta keep finding new ways to score.
Defense wins championships, baby.
I mean, to a point, you gotta have some defense. Busy can't score every time he touches the ball. Nels and all of his TikTok views, they needed a little bit more time to figure out how to properly rotate. Still a good run for him, making the playoffs, and I know Liam's returning as manager. We'll look forward to season 6.
Right on. It was a good run for old Liam.
Yeah.
Moving on to the team still in the playoffs due to having a bye, Honolulu, with the manager of Kilo, who is also the blue chip on roster. Other players on roster are Sixfold, Kimi, and Ayahuasca. Current record 10-4, number 1 seed in the lame ass West. They had the bye week.
That they did. This team They stole the 1 seed from the Sleepy Sharks. Yeah, came back, took it from them at the end of the season.
That just lets the Sharks be even sleepier.
This is true. And that's so. Yeah, they've kind of gotten to sit back for this past week and see, who's going to come at them. And I know Kilo's been on and playing a whole lot. I haven't seen Sixfold in a minute. But yeah, how do we think Honolulu's going to do on this west side here? We've got Honolulu, Monterey, Death Valley, and Memphis remaining.
Then Honolulu play
Memphis.
I think that could be a good game. It could go either way. But I like Honolulu.
I do too. And I'm going to further sleep on Memphis just because Scythe went at me in Twitch chat. I think Honolulu takes that series 4-1.
Ooh.
I don't think it's going to be that close.
4-1.
Ooh.
You just being mean now.
As I said, numbers isn't all what it is. I do think numbers is going to prevail at the end of the day. Honolulu really has been the cream of the crop for the West this season. They're the most consistently high competitive team. We've seen shakes with Monterey. They came out and did their thing in the playoffs. Great. See if they can keep doing it. The question becomes when you're playing against actual winning teams, which, a lot of the West really wasn't super familiar with all season. So now's crunch time. Is Honolulu real? Because Memphis may not have a winning record, but okay, they took down Doggo's team. So time to prove it. But I
Honolulu got a few more weapons than a Doggo.
They do have a few more weapons than that. I'm a big fan of Kimi. So I think Honolulu's scary, and that's why I do agree with what Shade said earlier that about it possibly being Death Valley who comes out of the West. I think Honolulu is the team that challenges that. When they're on, when Sixfold and Kilo are on and playing well, very difficult duo to take down, and Kimi is no slouch on their own. So, Pitch, what do you think about Honolulu?
Well, I was gonna say we beat them, but we were an East team. You know what I mean? So
yeah, East just built different.
Obviously,
Yeah. So, but no, that's really it. I could talk more about when we get to our picks, but
That's fine.
I'm kind of the opposite way.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll save that for there. But big shout out, regardless of how the playoffs work out. Big shout out to Kilo and his team. Phenomenal season. They've been entertaining to watch every week, and yeah, best of luck going forward.
faux show. Pitch, do you have a player to watch for this week in the playoffs?
I didn't really think about it, to be honest.
Wow.
But I can kind of shout one out.
Do it.
I think it's gonna be. I don't know. There's a couple. I don't know. My biggest.
Put them all out there, man.
Yeah.
Put them all out there.
Players to watch. Let's go.
All right, players. One is gonna be Scythe because he is definitely talking a lot, and I want to see if he can back it up. So that's one thing. I'm a big believer in talking your shit, but I want to see some backup. So that's one of them. And going up against the number one team in the West, we'll have to see how he does there. But another one that I'll give one for West and one for East. Another one is Boss. They got a big game. A lot of people sleeping on Chicago. I know we have the last couple of weeks in the podcast. Big game against Jacksonville, who looked scary in the wild card week. So Boss brought into Chicago, trying to fill a big role. Got them to the number one seed. Let's see if they can continue there.
All right. 2 players to watch for match up with our podcast predictions, I think. Is that what you did there?
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at you. Playoffs, round 2. We got Chicago versus Jacksonville. Should have been a pick sweep to give Chicago the win, but Pitch has ruined that. So I picked Jacksonville.
Duval.
Yeah, that's kind of been the aura lately. We sweep pick against Chicago and they win.
Yep.
So
Thanks for the win, bro.
Yeah, so Chicago, I'm actually picking you this time. Let's see if you guys can back that up. But yeah, like I said with that boss statement, they're the number 1 seed in the East, so it shouldn't be a cakewalk for Jacksonville. I think it's going to be a close series.
I was just trying to get them the win, man. You know,
Yeah,
big sweep for Jacksonville.
if
Pitch
Jacksonville
you guys,
wins
Chicago.
this pitch, I'm coming for you. Because if my team gets through Ottawa, I'd rather see Chicago than Jacksonville. I personally think Jacksonville is the stronger team. You know, it is what it is. That should be a phenomenal. I mean, at this point, everything should be a phenomenal series.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see many 5-game endings. I think if not most, all of them should go game 6 or 7.
Got Honolulu going against Memphis. I took Honolulu.
Yeah, all right, Honolulu 4-1.
We spoke about them, so.
And I'm going Memphis. I think they look good. Like I said, I want to see Scythe back up all of his talk and come out here and win Honolulu. I don't know. I love everybody on that team. I just don't think they are that strong that people are making them out to be.
Right on. That's fair. It's fair. Monterey Sleepy Sharks going against Death Valley Reapers. I don't see how Death Valley loses it.
Yeah, but I want Death Valley to lose. So playoff T-Mac, Baca, Mom, Debbie. No, I just don't. I think it would be funny for the sake of content and me jabbing at Red Guy. I hope Death Valley loses. I think Death Valley is the better team. I think they should win. I'm picking Monterey. Go Baca.
That's a weird thing to do when you're saying the other team's better.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm here for the chaos and the content. I want to go at Red Guy.
You don't want to be playoff pick king either?
No, I really don't.
I guess not. Well, Death Valley, it's not even going to be close.
Yeah. Sleepy Sharks staying in bed. I'm sorry.
Nah, actually, it might be close, but Death Valley in 6.
We got a playoff pick sweep coming in. Ottawa versus Atlantic City. Aces taking the sweep in the picks.
This feels dirty.
Feels easy, Dubs. Ottawa stinks, bro.
So I obviously know your guys' reasoning, so I'm gonna dive into mine a little bit. I almost picked Ottawa here. I think this is gonna be a Game 7 overtime.
I mean,
I think it's gonna be a very, very, very close series, but
trying to be unbiased, just like a fan of the league, I think this is quote unquote game of the week. I think it should be the most competitive and exciting series to watch. Where the chips fall, who knows? The game that they played in the regular season against each other isn't super indicative of what this is going to do. But that series ended up statistically close. AC went up 2-0, put in the sub, lost game 3, and proceeded to get reverse swept. We'll see what happens here. No Shadow Cobra to come in.
Yeah, Iowa doesn't get lucky with a sub this time.
So we'll just see what happens. But I'm excited for this one. I agree with you, Pitch. I think it's almost a disservice to the league if this one doesn't go 7.
Yeah.
So
Bacon, I'm going to challenge you to not let it go 7.
That is my challenge outside of this microphone right now. Yes.
Do not entertain these people.
No, outside of this, I want the 4-0. God, do I want the 4-0? How much Ben talks?
We gotta see Ben at Worlds. We need that. You know?
We 4-0 him. Listen, I'm kissing Ben on the lips at Texas. He's gonna know it.
You like to do that in Texas.
Kiss him right on the forehead.
It's interesting.
It is what it is. So
is there a trend building here?
You know what comes out of Texas?
Bacon kisses men in Texas. That's a thing, and it's okay. We got an interview, guys. Did you guys know we had an interview coming up?
I did.
I had no clue.
Yeah, we got
Just
an interview with old Kilo. And here it is.
Sit back and enjoy our exclusive interview segment, where we chat with top players and coaches to gain insights into their strategies and experiences in
Ladies
the
and
competitive
gentlemen,
world of Rocket League.
members of U3, 8-bit, everything in between, we have an exciting one for you today. Like Shay just said, we've got Kilo. Kilo, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty good, Bacon. How about yourself?
I'm peachy. It's a Monday night. So
It is a Monday night.
we've got Pitch here with us as well. Shade has gone off to bed at the time of us recording this interview, so that's why you won't hear him. But yeah,
Sleepy
Kilo,
Shade.
your team sitting top in the West, and you play
Yes,
your first
yes.
playoff game this coming week. How are we feeling as a team?
You know, as a team, I think we're doing pretty good. We've been doing a couple of replay reviews here and there, just talking about situation, about who we're playing. The fact that Six and Gardens are brother and sister, they're related. So, I don't know, her mentality might be a little off, but we'll see. Hopefully it's all good. You know, Mafia, they're a great team. We've scrimmed them before, not with Gardens, but the old team. I'm not too worried. I'm not even being like, you know, I don't even have an ego or anything, but we're good. I'm not worried.
Sure. I forgot that this is a sibling matchup.
Yes, yeah.
I
So,
forgot
I mean,
that too.
And I mean, I'm feeling pretty good because we just scrimmed Death Valley Reapers, and not gonna lie, it was our first games on, so it wasn't doing too hot at the beginning. We did come back, but we actually didn't finish the series because Red Guy and Patty had a little situation going on with each other, and then they just left. But yeah, that was that.
Oh,
Yeah, it was something.
little scoop.
Yeah, and if you want to hear another little scoop, from what I've been told from Six Bowl, is that she just made a deal with Code, saying he would post a picture in general of him wearing a pink dress if the Sea Riders win the whole thing. So that would be
Like everything?
yeah, the whole thing, yeah.
Alright, Bacon, that looks like you got a throw in the grand finals.
I will not.
I mean, I would love to see that picture. I'd pay for that picture. Oh, I mean, you know, I could pay you to throw, you know,
Yeah, it's not worth it.
not worth it.
No. I mean, I guess money does talk, but you're not gonna hit
I mean, we're talking about private jets here, man. We're good.
that.
Nah, I'm not letting Mr. 3-time happen, though. Not gonna lie. What do you think about that, Bacon?
I think that you're teetering on the edge of not being the one to have a say in that matter.
I see, okay.
I think Honolulu stands a very good chance to come out of the West, but I think Death Valley also does. I think Monterey also does. I technically sleep on Memphis, but I am open to being surprised. I am picking Honolulu against Memphis, but I would be open to losing that pick.
I went the other way, Kilo.
Okay.
I took
Yeah,
I
it's
took
picked
Memphis.
against you. How do you feel about that?
I do not feel too good about that, because last time he did, it was true. The last time we picked against us was RLC, and we lost. So, I wish you didn't say that, but it's all good.
and I picked Philly over.
Good thoughts. And you did, yeah, you're right. Well,
And
you know.
no, I think everything else was right. Wait, have I predicted your season perfectly?
yeah, maybe, no, I don't know. Depends on the first, our first loss. Who was that?
I don't remember.
I gotta look. But, I mean, we're going undefeated for 5 games in a row. Oh, we lost to the Aces. That was our first loss.
That it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah,
I definitely said that, but
I'm pumped, man. I'm excited. And then we have a game on tomorrow, right? That's you, Bacon?
We do. Yes, we play Ottawa tomorrow.
How are you feeling about that one?
Confident. for the most part. It's a good team over there. I can't. That's
You
why I
can't look
haven't really
outside.
been able to get into banter a whole lot. As I respect the hell out of Ottawa, but you know, I do think that we're stronger across the board, and you know, we just got to show that tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really pumped for that. Pitch, what are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I mean, like when we went up against Ottawa with like our playoff hopes on the line, I was super confident, and then once we got on the pitch, they just shit on us. So, but Aces, like you said, Biggin, I think you guys are better across the board, so that's why I think it will be close, but I think it'll pull out Game 7.
Game 7? Oh. Keep it interesting.
Game
I'm
7
hoping,
overtime.
I'm hoping not, but I mean, on paper, it smells like a Game 7.
Yeah, so we'll see. Memphis in 5.
What?
Shit.
That's wild. Did you see my face right now? That's wow.
Damn. Well, I went Honolulu in 5, so yeah. Don't let me down, Kilo.
No, the only reason because I had players to watch for, and one of them is Scythe because he's been talking a lot of shit, which I like. I can respect a good shit talk and confidence, whatever. I just want to see him back it up. That's all.
All right.
So,
All right.
there's that.
I see how it is. It's okay.
But I did
Nothing
start
else.
off saying that I love everyone on Honolulu.
I mean, hey, you know.
You know, just prove me wrong. That's all.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, cool.
See what happens.
But even if you win this week, you're not getting past Death Valley. That's for sure.
Pitch, we just scrimmed them.
Okay.
And-
Scrim.
Okay, no more comments. We'll see.
Listen, I have said openly in banter, there is a very specific script for beating Death Valley. And 2 people have DM'd me asking for it, and I have delivered it to them. And it proves true week in and week out if teams take advantage of it. They just don't. I'm not ready to put that on the podcast yet. I'm still making people DM me.
Yes.
But it is very simple. And you saw it in the scrim. Aces scrimmed Death Valley earlier on in the season after they got code. We started off slow, and there it went. That's we handled them after that. So Pitch just DM'd me. Kilo just DM'd me. I got you guys. It's a simple recipe. And I mean, you have to do your own work. You know,
Oh yeah.
you got to come out and play, but because they are good players, 100%. But there's very simple things to shut them down. You just got to execute.
Yes.
So,
for sure.
and you can do that. You can see it if you watch their games. You can see some of it. One of them, it comes from knowing them a little bit more personally or doing some scrims.
Yeah, I'm from being on a team with them last season. I'm pretty sure I already know what it is.
100%. Yeah, you should know.
Yeah,
I got the pleasure of sitting back and watching from a co-manager spot.
yeah.
So,
And I mean, coming off of a scrim, like T-minus 30 minutes ago against them, I think we know what to do. We just gotta execute it first game. Go on from there. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Memphis Mafia, like they play kind of the same way. It's just like really ball chasey. So we just gotta expect that too. But we definitely have a game plan for that game. I've talked to my team about that. So you know, put all your channel points on Honolulu, right, Pitch?
I won't be. I think I got 35K cooking for Memphis.
That's wild.
I'll put it all on. If I go broke, then you know.
All right, Bacon. Looks like you're taking them all then.
absolutely.
Just remember who the pick king is around here.
That will not be in my head at all.
Yeah, I got him, Bacon. I got him. Got him right where I want him.
Yeah. So I've just DM'd you both the script.
Yeah,
4
that's
simple points for doing it. One of them is obvious. And I'll say that on here. If you can avoid the demos, you're going to stand a lot better chance to beat Death Valley.
Yeah, I mean that one's obvious. What is it? Red Guy and Patty 1 and 2 leading the league in demos.
Everybody
Thinking
knows
that-
that.
That number 4 you just sent me, that's exactly what happened, like to the T.
I know. I knew it was the second you opened your mouth. Because it happened in our scrim against them. It has happened in 6-mans. Random 6-mans with that individual. So...
And it's happened in Jacksonville.
Yep. So... you can't control that one so much. But if you can do number 3 on number 4, that's the series.
That sounded dirty.
The other 2 are what they are. But you kind of need 2. If you can do number 3 to number 4, it's a wrap. It's a fucking wrap.
Yes, sir.
Now,
That guy's going to be DMing you for the script, too.
he absolutely is. Kilo, the last question I wanted to ask you, the other matchup in your conference, Death Valley and Monterey. Especially because you just came off of scrimming Death Valley. Who do you got coming out of that?
Man, that's gonna be one of the closest games I could think of. Just because, listen, hear me out. If Baka performs like we all want him to, Monterey wins. But if the demos start affecting Monterey, and Code actually does Code things, then I think I gotta go Death Valley on this one. I think they're gonna be taking it in 7 though. So yeah, I'm going Death Valley for that game.
Okay, a good series. I respect Death Valley, but I've got Monterey. I'm putting my faith in T-Mac, Mom Debbie, and Baka. I've talked about Baka all season. It's time to deliver.
I mean, I have a quick point. Like, does experience play a part here? Like, Mom Debbie and T-Mac, they both have rings. Baka obviously being new this season. Code's been to a finals. Red Guy and Patty, we've gotten top 8, but that was about it.
I mean, at the end of the day, Pitch, Rocket League is Rocket League. The only thing that experience has is your pressure. If you can handle pressure, that's where experience comes in. And I feel like
that pressure is huge. Like, I get, from everybody who's, new, their first, 3 weeks, they still shake when they play this game. I love to hear that, but, it's kind of crazy. But, I don't know, big game, Western or Eastern Conference or Grand Finals, I mean, it's probably going to be getting similar shit.
Listen, I get it. This is my 4th season, and I still shake. So, especially playoff.
I think that Baka trolls too much. That could just be me, but that's my opinion.
Maybe.
And then I don't know.
So, but I do think that there has been some maybe paths crossed with Baka and Code. So maybe he has a little bit more understanding of what's coming at him. So maybe that trolling wouldn't be his first go-to. Maybe he's going to try to outclip Code. Or he knows the demos. I mean, everybody sees stats. So I don't know. I'm excited for that game. So I think Honolulu takes Memphis no problem. So that's the only other matchup in the West I can be excited about.
Yes, sir.
Good deal.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about the West at all? Not the West, the East. What's going on over there?
Sure. Yeah. What are you thinking for Chicago and Jacksonville?
Chicago, Jacksonville. I'm taking Jacksonville on that one. No doubt.
Okay, that's fair. Yes, I have Jacksonville as well. Pitch is the odd man out. He did not want the podcast sweep here.
Nope.
I just think that Zach is I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Zach, he just carries. He's him when it comes to those situations. I mean, boss for Zach. I got Zach on that one. Not gonna lie. What are your thoughts about that?
Recency, sure. I think at the end of the day, I think they're both kind of the same player. Because at the beginning of the season, you could have told me Zach doesn't know how to play threes, and I would have believed you. Beginning of the season, when he was in Philly, none of this showed. So, And even when he first got over to Jacksonville, it was still a little weird.
Yeah, it was still shaky.
But
Yeah, I agree with that.
Zach has looked every bit of the part. 100% looks great. Whereas Boss, I thought early in the season, looked very strong. Back when he was on
Vegas.
Initially, Vegas. Looked great. Went to Houston, had some moments of where, yeah, he did look good, but started to look kind of shaky. And then him getting to Chicago. Now, I'm not the most impressed with Chicago, but they get the job done. Boss, Matizu, very solid. It wouldn't surprise me if Chicago takes this series. I just think paper v. paper, it's what we've talked about all season with Jacksonville. On paper, even as their roster has changed, I think on paper they've been the best team in the league. And they're finally maybe starting to deliver on that. I don't know. But I think Rutland gave a lot of material that teams could use against Jacksonville. So, Chicago, if you're listening, go watch that VOD back. Busy cut them up. So, go look why. Go just decipher that and see if there's something you can take to kind of stop the machine that is Jacksonville.
Yeah, those are some very good points, Bacon. I feel the same way, like to the T.
Absolutely. Now, Kilo, go ahead and give me your opinion of Ottawa and Atlantic City.
Oh boy. All right,
yeah,
so
go for it. Be careful.
Yeah. Let's
powers.
see here. Yeah. So I mean, Bacon, like you pop into 6-mans every once in a while at like 12 a.m. Like last night you did, and honestly, I'm pretty impressed with you personally. I think you definitely improved throughout the season, and I do think that if Jay and you were cooking, I definitely would go with you over Ottawa. I'm not even just saying that because I'm talking to you. I'm just saying I don't think the Ottawa. I don't know. I don't feel the mojo. Like I love playing with Ben, but I just don't think they have it over you.
I mean, we definitely have the chemistry edge. There is no question about that. League-wide.
I'll be honest, I'm so hyped for 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
9 p.m. I got butterflies already, bro.
Dude, that's definitely the best match of this week. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kilo, we appreciate it. We're going to cut it off. It's probably been our longest interview of all time. Very much appreciate you always listening, popping in, being supportive of us, the league, 8-Bit, everything. You're a real homie. And I can't wait to meet you in Texas, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for having me.
See you, Alex.
Okay. Goodbye, Michael.
Good interview with Kilo. Always a good time to get some interviews in. Love talking to different guys in the league and gals. If you're out there, come on the podcast. Love to have you. Only thing left to really go into is another reminder about the World Trip. If you ain't coming, figure it out and come hang with us. You know, we're got what is it, like 14, 15 of us right now?
The number might be bigger than that. I was told the other day, Defane's at 70%. He's going.
Oh, shit. Let's go, Defane.
Like, he might be 4 hours from us, but we might have a Defane sighting in Texas.
Let's go. Shoot. That's exciting. Hopefully that number keeps growing, because I'd love to see as many people from the league and from 8-Bit all in the same place having a great time. There are World Meetup shirts for sale in the 8-Bit Discord. Get them. Boomer did a lot of work on them. Did a great job on them. So, yeah, that's all. That's all I got.
We got. Great.
Maybe I'm not done. Speak for me.
I'll speak for. I'm the king of this podcast. Remember?
Only when it comes to picks.
Presently taking applications for the third spot on the Back Post podcast, DM Bacon. Pitch didn't laugh. Whoa. Now I feel bad.
I mean, he deserves it. You remember, I'm not part of a team.
Oh, God.
Sure. Bag of dicks.
Bye.
Bye.
No shade.
No shade. He's going to bed.
Okay.
He did the rest with us though.
Okay. Do I get like an intro or anything, or just?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
just
gonna
start
start it. I'll lead in and.
You want to give me like a 3, 2, 1, or like
Just can you relax?
My bad. All right. Shit. I'm excited, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, he tried to do it again.
Hold on, wait. Hold on.
so
I was gonna
excited.
say something. Hold on. I'll say it in a little bit.
Oh my
No,
God.
fuckers, say it now.
So we just scrimmed, but I want to explain it.
Oh,
so
then
just
explain it on the interview.
Yes, yeah, but it wasn't. I wasn't going to explain it, but now I'm going to explain it. So we're all good.
Absolutely, explain it now. Okay.
Okay, Kilo, big
Yes.
breath in, big breath out. All right.
Well, let me just hold on. Let me stand up. Doing little stretches. All right, we're all good. All right,
Cool.
we're good.
Kilo's totally fanboying right now.
Okay.
I'm excited.
All right, Michael. Damn.
All right, Alex.